What's good with the YouTube? You already know Big Flacco with the Convicts reaction, where we're gonna smash, dash, and react. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, do all those things to help support this channel for future fire reactions. Hit that bell notification for your boy one time. Hope everybody had a blessed weekend, man. It's been interesting last week or two, man, but we're gonna get into some old school stuff, man. When the Chronic came out, Dre, Snoop Dogg, man, pushing their hard line with Death Row, man. So we're gonna talk about something with Suge Knight recently did. He recently had a conversation talking about Death Row. Let's look at this, man. Video files, downloads. Get to it, man. You familiar? You know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Yes.
You gotta remember one
TMZ.
thing. When I first got in this business, people was only getting 5% airtime on the radio. If they got 10%, they was popping champagne bottles. I was the first person to hit radio like it was an R&B act or a pop act, and I went from 95% to 97%. And one
The legendary Suge Knight, man, doing time with Donovan. You can't take nothing from Suge Knight, man. He pioneered the rap industry in the early 90s. He's what Whack 100 wishes he was. Put it that way. He had a very crafty way of getting what he wanted in the industry. He had a reputation, man. He's a little older now, but back then he was no joke, and he had the goons to support him, man. That's what we got going.
time, 97% of the stuff you heard on the radio was either on death row or somebody that was managing. I was the first one ever knew to own my masters. I'm the first one ever got people out their contract.
But how do you feel about Snoop owning it now?
Well, I don't know. If he do, I doubt that. But if he did, it'll be a situation. Well, first of all, you got to look at it like this.
Did I just hear that right? Did he say Snoop is a partner in Death Row? Is that the new information that's being put out there? I don't know. We'll find out right now.
I'm quite sure everything. I am Death Row. Suge Knight is Death Row.
Suge Knight is Death Row.
Sure, before it's said and done, all eyes on me and Machiavelli out of Fox up definitely to come back to me. And the rest of the stuff. But one problem with that is that Snoop has a partner, which is Michael Harris, correct?
Michael Harris.
Correct.
Now, I don't know too much about this Michael Harris character, man. Let me look at this real quick. This is all kind of a little bit new information, though. Death Row. If I was shooting, I'd be a little messed up too, man, because basically they took a lot of his royalties based upon him catching this case. You know what I mean? But Death Row Records, man, they were the ones. Let me see. News in the news today. Harry O's death. Okay, so Harry O's his partner, right? Suge Knight's basically claiming that this is illegal. Let's see what we got going.
Right.
Yep.
If you look at it, they committed fraud. They committed bankruptcy fraud. I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and a lawyer didn't show up, and they got a default judgment. I settled the judgment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the judgment, but they committed bankruptcy fraud, which we just found out for sure last week. When they filed bankruptcy in '95, they said it didn't have nothing to do with Death Row or anything, and the lawyer did also.
The thing about Suge Knight, man, is you never can trust what he has to say, man. There was question marks around a lot of things. He's never ever given a straight answer on anything. Even when he was on those yards back in the days, man, he was on some questionable yards, man. I seen him in the hole in CMC East. He wasn't in the hole for putting in no work or for not wanting to walk that yard. He was in the hole because the administration there wanted to set an example that who was running that prison yard, because he was actually had people doing shit for him over there. He was doing big things, man. They ended up putting him in Central. But a lot of the other stories I hear him talking about always been questionable, man.
And they lawyers knew. And you can't commit bankruptcy fraud and settle and do those type of things. So the same guy you see in the series, when you see all of his deposition in prison, her deposition when they say and the lawyers knew this, they had filed bankruptcy and they didn't have a right to do it and they settled. You can't turn around and do it. It's called illegal. It's a crime. So you can't take a person who committed the worst crime of the century to take death row from black people trying to give it to white people.
Hold on, guys. Let me see what's going on here. So basically, what did he just say? Did I hear that right? Hold on. He's basically saying that these guys committed fraud, is what I just heard. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's see this, man. Hold on.
And think he's gonna turn around and reward and says he gonna grab Snoop and they gonna go get it back and have death row. It don't work like that. So if we're gonna talk about something, let's talk about it.
Do you have a favorite album on Death Row?
That is a blessing. Murder with the Case was,
Real Suge.
you know, the Murder with the Case story was, like I said, I don't want to give all away because a lot of stuff in the series, but at the same.
You know, I'm not trying to go off record, but you know, with this topic, man, but it has to do with Harry O and Snoop Dogg allegedly purchasing Death Row. He's claiming it's illegitimate. The unfortunate thing is these guys all came in the industry together. Snoop Dogg would not be who he is today without Death Row. Let's just keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if he felt utilized, played, or whatnot, that's part of the game. You got to earn your fucking route. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay your dues en route to where you want to go. Some of these artists sometimes forget those that get them to where they get, man. And in the beginning, of course, the one that's going to get you there is going to benefit. That's just the name of the game. You know, same thing with like JT. JT, man, benefited off the game. You know what I'm saying? He found him. He's the one that, you know, was able to sign him, bring him down the Fillmore and get it cracking. Same thing with Suge, man. He put a lot of artists on, man. They forget about that.
Same time, we was going to do a song called, we went to go see a movie called Natural Born Killer. And they wanted me to do a song on there. So when it was time for me to do that song, I said, well, I got to put the other people on the Death Row family on there also. They said, no, we only want one song. So I told Jimmy, I told everybody, I said, hey, well, I can't participate in this because if they can't take everybody, we can't do it at all. They said, what you going to do? I said, I'm going to do my own soundtrack. They said, but you don't got a movie coming. I said, we're going to do our own movie.
Interesting, man. Interesting. A lot of people don't give a, like I said, man, people forget. You know, like people like Whack 100 Day and some of these other people who are managers or producers or doing all this stuff, right? Not producers, but record label owners, right? Suge Knight came in and basically deboed the whole fucking system back then, man. I mean, say what you want now. You know, he's gotten older. He's gotten, you know, a couple instances where he's gotten smashed on and so forth. But hey, everything catches up to you as you get older. But in his time, Suge Knight was with it. He was a beast, and he was able to bring that a dangerous mindset to the game, right? As far as the music industry, with someone who was also, you know, no dummy. I mean, he went to college. He did all that. He played football. He even made it to the NFL. So it wasn't like Suge Knight was some nobody.
So I went back. I grabbed Snoop. I grabbed everybody. I said Michael Jackson did a long video. It was like a movie like Thriller. Snoop, you look like Michael Jackson. Shit, you a star like Michael Jackson. We're going to do Murder Was a Case and deal that around you. Let you take a picture by my 6'1" Chevy at my favorite spot, the Peninsula, and get everybody on there. And what you have on there, you have you have a variety of music from everybody. And you can put.
Yeah, man. Personally, I never really cared for Suge Knight. But hey, you got to respect what he did for the industry, man. Regardless of where he's at now, and regardless if I like him as a person or his get down, you know, I've never been one to hold anything personal that I don't like this individual. You know, as far as not giving them their dues when they've been successful, man. I mean, the unfortunate thing is, look where he's at now. You know, for as much things as he was able to accomplish, he eventually fucking fell off.
That CD is still today. I still play it myself sometimes. They didn't even think it can get done that fast, right? It got done so fast. And like I said, everybody just came in. And Danny Boy did a hit song on there. Mm-hmm. The Dog Pound, Snoop. It's not one person, even outside people. We wouldn't have reached out and said, hey, come on there. Somebody wanted to do something. Somebody wanted to be on there. We put them on there. And everybody got paid.
There we go. Pretty much that's it, man. Let me remove this real quick. Yeah, it's just a little thing that came out in the news. Is I guess there's issues stemming from Snoop Dogg and Harry O, you know, pretty much obtaining Death Row records. I would think like someone like Snoop Dogg would think of, you know, the ramifications that could occur based upon that. You know, I would rather just leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Suge Knight's no longer an issue for me. He's in prison. He's doing his thing. I'm gonna continue to do my thing here. If I was Snoop, because we don't know what's gonna come of this later on down the lines. See, the thing that's key here, right, is this: Suge Knight, he's in prison in Donovan. We already know he's on the SMY yard. He holds so much fucking power because of the shit that he fucking knows. I guarantee you in the next 5 years, he's going to start to reveal everything because he's slowly been revealing stuff here and there, and he's been dropping little lugs here and there. Watch, mark my word, 5 years or less, Suge Knight's going to be exposing all these rappers in the whole industry. He has some dark secrets he knows about these people, man. I guarantee you're gonna hear about some shit that's gonna be crazy, like fucking, you know, who may have really murdered this person, that person, you know, other rappers who try to hire people to get killed and so forth, or this rapper was hating on this rapper. All that's just going to come to light. Guarantee it. With that said, this is a Convicts reaction. Your boy Flacco. I'm gone.